Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be making a very simple card using the Share a Milkshake set, which is in our current annual catalogue which launched in May 2023. So to save some time, I've prepared a lot of the elements, but I'll give you the measurements and explain what I've done as I go along. I'm using the large glass, it's like a two-step Stampin. I'm using the bigger of the like ice cream type shape, and I'm using the word celebrate. I've also used the spoon and the cherry. So to start with, I've taken a piece of Melon Mambo cardstock and I've cut it directly in half on the 4 1/4 side. So this is UK A4 cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11 3/4. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise, but I live on a very quiet lane and I think the house next door, the gardener's just arrived. So he's just started mowing or strimming just as I'm starting my video. Anyway, so as I say, UK A4 cardstock cut on the short side, straight down the middle, scored and folded. I've got 2 pieces of white cardstock. One's going to go on the front, one's going to go inside. These are 4 inches by 5 5/8. I've got a piece of the 6x6 designer series paper from the Brights pack, and in 2023 Stampin' Up changed the design of their 6x6 packs, so you'll get 2 each. This design is what I'm using today, then on the other side it's hearts, and then the other design is like big polka dots and stripes, and then obviously you get them in all the colours that are in the colour family. So I've decided to use this particular design today, and this piece has been cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/2, and they're going to layer up and go on the front of the card. So the white will just make the Melon Mambo pop a little, you know, when this is placed on top of it. So that's what I've got so far. I've got a strip of the designer series paper left over from when I was cutting this. So I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on the back, and just for a little bit of added interest, I'm going to stick this. It's not quite the full width of the card, but I'm going to stick it on the bottom. And I've forgotten I'd got my tape runner out, so I'll use that. So that's going to go inside. So this is going to layer up on top of here. It's a really fun set actually, this Share a Milkshake. So I'm going to layer that up so it's got as much of an even border as I can all the way around, and then that is going to sit on the front of the card. So you just see a little pop of the Melon Mambo around the outside edge, and then the white, and then the paper. I cut a scallop shape from my ScanNCut, and to give you an idea of size again, this is 4 inches by 2 5/8 at the widest points, and I'm going to layer up my stamped elements, and again I've pre-stamped them all just to save some time. So this was done in Melon Mambo. So what I did for the background image, I stamped off on some scrap and then stamped it to get a lighter background, and then for the second part of the stamp I did it in full strength Melon Mambo, so that gives you 2 tones. And I'm going to layer this up with some dimensionals. And I'm just going to pop it at the bottom. And then, as I said before, I stamped the 3 bigger kind of ice cream scoops or cream or whatever they're meant to be. I think they're ice cream scoops. And I've done early espresso, again stamped off and then stamped to give me a lighter shade. So I'm just going to pop a dimensional behind that just near the top, and then put a little bit of glue just in that middle section because that will sit on the glass. Then I'm going to put the Melon Mambo on top. Again, I'm going to put a dimensional just on the top and a little bit of glue like so. And then I've got the last one, which I'm going to pop on exactly the same. Then I've got the little cherry that's going to sit on the top. I'm going to use a mini dimensional on that, I think, or I might just actually, no, I'm going to just stick it down flat. So I'll just use some Tombow and put the little cherry on the top. And then I've got the little spoon that I could just stick under there like so, just so you can kind of still see that it's a spoon. Then I stamped the word celebrate in Melon Mambo on some white scrap and I cut it out. And now I'm going to stick it on a piece of Melon Mambo card, and I'm just going to trim around it. Just use my small scissors for this, I think. And then this, I think I'm going to sit on here like so. So I'm going to put a dimensional on the right hand end and glue. I'll use my tape runner. Glue on the left hand edge, and that way it can sit like so. And then this is just going to sit in the middle, and I think I'm going to pop the whole thing up. So as I said, a very simple but nice colourful card. Could be used, you know, for anything, any occasion, just to say hello or, you know, happy birthday, or like I've used here, celebrate. And I think I'm just going to pop it just in the middle. And the other greetings that are in this set are life is sweeter with you, you're the cherry on top, and be my Valentine. So it could be used as a Valentine. You know, there's hearts as well. There's a straw as well. There's a small bowl. There's, you know, so many things you can do with this stamp set. It's got 16 photopolymer stamps. So that's today's card. So all nice and colourful. And then you open it up and you've just got a little bit of added colour inside. You could stamp inside as well. I may put a few little embellishments on it. Let's see what we've got that can just maybe fancy it up a little. I might just use some basic rhinestones and just put a few of those scattered around. I use the small ones, I think. So we'll do one there, and one there. So just a little bit of sparkle. Everything I'm using will be listed underneath the YouTube video. If you're watching on YouTube, it will also be listed underneath the blog post here on my Apple Lover 53 website, with direct links to my Stampin' Up shop where you can purchase any of the projects. So that's today's card, made from Share a Milkshake stamp set. And as I say, colourway used predominantly Melon Mambo and white, but a little bit of early espresso. And I can't remember what colour that is. I think it might be pale papaya. But, you know, obviously you just do your own colourway. I did do it in, I think that's Pool Party as well. But I thought I'd use the Melon Mambo for today's video. Anyway, I hope you like it. Please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.